It's the holiday season, obviously, so my kids came to see me. Well, my youngest son shows up with this, a Tesla. Now, this is not his car. This is actually a friend of his. So my son is at UAB of Birmingham, right? And one of his friends was kind enough to let him drive this thing home. So he rolls up in a Tesla, and I've got to check this thing out. I've seen them on the road, but never really kind of checked them out per se. Now we all know Teslas are fast cars. This Model 3 is a quick car for sure. So we had a conversation last night. My son did, and Andrew was over, and my brother. Like, we had the whole family over last night, and we're all kind of talking about it. We're like, these are really cool cars, and it kind of sucks for car guys to have things like this on the road now, especially for the old school guys that have put their heart and soul, into turning wrenches on their cars in the garage. And used to, back in the day, you could be the top dog, right? You could go in your garage and you could work your butt off enough and spend enough money, I guess, and you could have, one of the faster cars around. And you didn't have to worry about things like this. Well, nowadays, we've got cars like this roaming the streets. And I think it was my brother or somebody brought up the point of, well, no, not really. I'm like, okay, do tell. He's like, well, it still doesn't take away from anything that you've done to your car. He was like, you've busted your butt, you've built your car, and this car was just bought. It's like the meme. I saw the meme, something like, comparing a grill to a microwave. Yeah, grill's a lot slower, microwave's a lot faster, but nobody wants a steak made out of a microwave, right? Even though it's faster, you don't really want that. As cool as these cars are, and yes, they are fast, and no, none of my Fox bodies will outrun this thing right here. They're not meant to kind of be that. Meaning there's still a place for the person who built their own car. You don't have to have this. So as cool as this thing is, it's still bought, not built. So let's talk about building your own car. Is it still cool to do? Like, do people still respect it? I don't know. And I don't care, to be honest with you. Here's the thing. I believe you can have respect for a car like that. You got to look at it like, man, this is an old car now. It's not the fastest thing in the world. But it's cool. It's something that I've put my hands on. I've changed the oil in. Even if you didn't build the engine, it's something that you've worked on and you've taken pride in, or either you've maintained through the years and it's still bone stock. So there's something for everybody here, okay? But that Tesla is something else, guys. Let's go back 30 years and think about owning something like that car out there. I mean, that's a rocket ship, and that's not even the fastest one. That's not even a Plaid. I mean, think about it. That is so freaking cool that we have technology like that today. I know there's a lot of people that hate the Tesla, and I get it. I mean, I understand. I don't hate them. I think it would have been cool if all that technology and horsepower that the Tesla kind of came out with and really kind of broke the mold, I wish all of that had made its way into sports cars, muscle cars, and things like that. That's really my only gripe with a car like that is it's a secretary car, or at least it looks like one. And you've got people that have never had a fast car, never turned a wrench, never done anything. They want it to be eco-friendly, or whatever your take is on that. But they want one for that reason. And the side effect is this thing is extremely fast, right? And for us, we're sitting here like, man, I can't mess with that. So we got to enjoy what it is that we've got in life. And I think it's perfectly fine that cars like that exist. I think it's cool. It doesn't take away from the years of work that you've put into your car, or the passion that you have for it, or the fact that you just like the way it sounds. But here's the thing, the world is changing, guys. You can't go through life holding a grudge or being upset because that thing exists and you've got this. It's a matter of being happy with what it is that you have. That's it. You got to have pride for yourself. You can't push that on anybody else, and you can't expect anybody else to respect what you've done. Does it make sense? Just enjoy what you got. That's it. Like, all of this can exist in one world. So with all of these cars existing, Dodge as well, because they're going electric, there's still a place for these. I think you're going to see, like, the car world kind of split in two. You're going to have the EV side, and you're still going to have the gas burner side. Eventually, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, the gas burners will go away. They're not going to be the car to have anymore. I can relate this to RC cars. I know this is going to sound crazy, but hear me out. I was a big nitro guy back in the 90s. Loved them. I got my first brushless setup, which those are brushless if you don't know. I got my first brushless setup in 2006, and my eyes were just open. I'm like, holy crap at the power difference. and the capabilities and the potential. But we had the same issue that they're having with this, like run time, right? Well, eventually batteries got better, motors got more efficient, all that type stuff. And now it's to the point to where you have the technology to go grab one of these cars, these RC cars, and go out and play with it. And you probably never look back on the Nitro except for the sound, the smell, and the nostalgia. As far as performance-wise and ease of use, it's easier. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This isn't a debate. I'm just saying that you might as well find something you like about them, because that's where it's all headed anyway. But never, and I mean never, take away anything that you have done to your car. Never take that away from yourself. Never feel like it's not good enough because of something like that exists out there. No, you enjoy these things, and I promise you there's still a massive amount of people out there in the world that still love and appreciate what you've done. I think so often we get it in our head that people that own Teslas and things like that are just stuck up and they hate, gas burners and anything we've got. No, sometimes these people are just buying these things because they're super fast or because of a discount or because of whatever, right? Or maybe they just want one. All right, so check this out. I just wanted to come out here and talk to you guys. I thought it was pretty cool that Krager came up on a Tesla. I've not even ridden in the thing. It's not his, it's his friend's. So we're not gonna go out and joyride too much. I may take a quick ride, but nothing crazy. As much as I'd like to get out there and let this thing skin me up on every car that I've got, or probably ever had, we can't do that. Anyway, guys, keep doing you, okay? Enjoy whatever it is in life that you want to enjoy. Don't worry about anything else. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. And as always, thanks for watching. Hey, real quick. I was in there editing the video for this, and I was on the phone with my dad, and we were talking, and I told him, I said, well, I'm doing a video on the Tesla and this and that. He said, that'd be a good video. I said, yeah. So we kind of got to talking about it again. And this always brings up a good debate, right? But something was said that I wanted to come out here and relay to you guys. So let's compare crotch rockets to Harleys. I think that's a perfect example. I love crotch rockets. I'm not a big Harley guy, but I understand it. All right, so check this out. Harley guys like Harleys because they like the sound of them. They like the way they feel. They like the way they smell, like everything, right? A Harley is a Harley. The way they sit, everything's different about them. Harley owners know that the crotch rockets are faster, but the Harley guys don't care. And I know it's not all about racing and the faster car. I get it. But hear me out. This is still a good analogy, okay? So the Harley guy does not care that the crotch rocket's faster. They like what they like because there's nobody that's more hardcore than Harley guys. They love their Harleys even though they're not fast or whatever. They will go to freaking war over you about that Harley, and they don't care. And there again, crotch rocket guys, they bought these things to go fast and for styling. They didn't buy them for comfort, for sure. So there's a trade-off there, right? So you got people that feel differently about different things. And I think that's just a perfect example of this. These are the crotch rockets of the car world, right? And our old hot rods are the Harleys of the world. We love them. We're hard-headed. We're stubborn. They're loud. They're noisy. They don't ride the best, but we love them. And you can't get that from anything else. And I think that just sums it up, right? You want to go fast. You want the newest, latest styling and everything else. Jump in one of these right here. But it's not going to give you the same feel as one of these old hot rods. That's it.